And with stunning new court filings in the Delphi murders case, defense attorneys for Richard Allen revealed an explosive new theory about the deaths of Abby Williams and Libby German. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Bob Donaldson.
I'm Debbie Knox, and those filings also include allegations that the Carroll County Sheriff fabricated and omitted evidence to obtain a search warrant for Allen's home.
Now Allen's lawyers are requesting a new hearing about those allegations. CBS 4's Max Lewis begins our coverage tonight with that part of the story. Max?
Yeah, Bob, they're asking for what's called a Franks hearing, which means they want Judge Fran Gaul to determine whether or not Sheriff Liggett lied or omitted facts when applying for that search warrant. Legal experts say it's a serious allegation that could jeopardize this entire case.
Sheriff Tony Liggett applied for the search warrant in October of last year, and it was signed by Judge Benjamin Diener, who eventually recused himself from the case. Allen's attorneys say Liggett fabricated statements of several key witnesses, who he says placed Allen at the trail during the time that Abby and Libby were murdered.
So this is a very serious challenge to how this detective conducted his portion of this investigation.
Their argument focuses heavily on conflicting statements from witnesses that they say the Carroll County Sheriff didn't disclose, such as the differing descriptions of the man they saw on the bridge that day. One person describing a younger, slender man, and the other an older, heavier set man. The most serious allegation focuses on another witness who described a man in a tan jacket with muddy clothing walking from the trails that day. Allen's attorneys say Liggett changed that witness's statement to say that they saw a man in a blue jacket and that their clothing was bloody.
If you say the officer lied, and if you can show the officer lied, then there's really nothing in that affidavit that you can take at face value. Now you're saying to the judge, this entire document was prepared by a liar.
Defense attorney John Tompkins, who is not affiliated with this case, says these allegations are extremely serious. Allen's attorneys frequently point out that Liggett was the one who conducted the conflicting witness interviews, which will make it difficult for him to explain away the inconsistencies.
If he's the one who gathered all the evidence and then he only presented part of it, he's running a really high risk trying to edit himself, as opposed to just letting the court know and letting the court decide if there's probable cause.
Now it'll be up to Judge Fran Gaul on whether or not to grant the motion and hold a Franks hearing to determine if Liggett did indeed fabricate or withhold evidence that pointed away from Richard Allen.
Now, Tompkins says it is going to be a challenge for the defense team to get the judge to throw out all of the evidence from the search of Allen's home, but he does say they may be successful in getting rid of some items, Debbie.
All right, so let's talk about Allen's defense team, and they're saying that Liggett fabricated, omitted. Why are they? What's the reasoning behind that? What do they think?
Well, some of the things that they're saying, they're making the same argument that they have before, and it's that Liggett did it for political reasons. You might remember the search warrant and arrest of Allen happened less than a month before the 2022 November elections, when Liggett was campaigning to be the Carroll County Sheriff, a race he ended up winning. The defense team feels that after more than 5 years, very few answers, Liggett may have rushed into accusing Richard Allen in order to make a big arrest before that election. It is important to note that Liggett can't really respond to these because a gag order has been placed on all the people involved in this case. The only way that they can say things like the attorneys did today is through court filings.
All right, Max, thank you very much.
Thanks.